That's just. I mean, I tell everybody. If I could tell you my own personal life, I was yelling at God. I don't even know what to do with my life or with God anymore. But if you're thinking you were supposed to have a peachy keen, pretty and beautiful life, you're mistaken. The people who from a distance look like they haven't made have dealt with crisis in their life, have dealt with depression, have dealt with anxiety, have dealt with betrayal, infidelity, adultery, struggling with their children. Not bad people. I mean, in my mind, I know I can teach everybody to be a good parent. It's not hard. But people do struggle. And when you have politicians, and then the liberal news media, it's like the liberal news media thinks that they can set the standard. Excuse me. Another drink of my root beer there. The liberal news media thinks that they can set the standard. Like somehow they're the most sophisticated, intelligent people that know everything, and they can tell everybody else what they should be doing. They can criticize George W. Bush for the policy of eavesdropping on foreign phone calls into the country of suspected terrorists. They're not listening to my phone calls. There's no reason for anybody to listen to my phone calls. But this is about the relationship with government and the people. I live in a poor town. I live in a town that shouldn't be poor. And I pay attention. And I have heard the promises of the politicians. I'm not lying to you when I tell you that I speak with people, and when I speak with people, the conversation slowly turns to, well, government should do this, or government should give me this, or government should do that for me. I've gotten so frustrated that I look them directly in the face and says, when are you going to do something for yourself? You know, is this nonsense idea in the United States of America? It is dangerous, severely dangerous, to walk down the road of a socialist state. There has to be respect for private industry. There has to be respect for private property. There has to be respect for the private citizen from government. If I win the lottery, I won the lottery. If I create some invention that makes me filthy rich, I'm filthy rich. And nothing that I did has contributed to somebody else's poverty. Nothing I do in my daily life contributes to somebody else's poverty. I don't make anybody poor. I don't make anybody pregnant at 12 years old. I don't make anybody a drug addict. I live my life. And I work to be responsible. And I meet the challenges as they come. And that's the way it's supposed to be in the United States of America. We have not reached a point in time in American history where apathy is absolute. There are many people who love this nation and are willing to defend her with their life. And there's a lot of people who are just nothing but vulgar cynics, laughing and ridiculing and just making fun of everything. I gave a ride to a person yesterday who, the minute he got into my taxi, was going up and down about how this customs. I mean, just one explicative after another about customs. You know, and I live in this border town, and I can honestly tell you that the customs officers here really do give a bad impression of the United States of America. They're very rude. Not only are they rude, there's something wrong with them mentally. And with a person with a bachelor's, majored in psychology, there's something wrong with these people. But there is necessary. And like I told him, look, Identify your goal, and then identify the means by which you can accomplish that goal. Getting into a personality conflict with a custom officer isn't going to accomplish anything. But it was his the reason I use him as an example is because it was that attitude, that negative attitude that has been ingrained in the Hispanic community towards government. Well, really, it's been ingrained in the American modern community towards government. And that's an immature attitude. You know, that's something that a little child should have. Well, we should be thinking of, I'm going to be responsible for me. My attitude, everybody's attitude should be, I'm going to be responsible for myself. Nobody's going to tell me what I can do. If it is within the law and it's what I want to pursue, then that's how it should be. Too many people sitting, depressed, anxious, nothing working out for them, but they don't know, they have the slightest idea of how to make things different. And the reason they don't have the slightest idea how to make things different, because the brainwashing of the politicians with their false promises have robbed them of vision. They cannot see the world I see. They cannot see the world where you want a job, you go get a job. You do what you need to do. I'm never going to wait for government to do something for me that I can do for myself. One of the things that happens when you rely on government, you rely on the amount of money government gives you. Every single person on government assistance knows government gives you just enough to keep you poor. You have to wonder about individuals who say they have your best interest at heart and who want to help you and are going to give you the resources that you need to help you, but they only give you enough just to keep you poor. You have to wonder about that. Is this real assistance? I'm going to cut this off right now. Thank you for listening. I wish you well, and I hope you follow the series through.